Alright, as promised, this will be the second or third video. I haven't decided yet. I have the only order I know so far for the orders of videos today is Manipulated Matter is coming out first. I'm finishing off that series, and this coming out second or third because I'm starting two series today. So let's get into it. So this is going to be what if Naruto had Mewtwo's powers. This part we won't be getting too much into the powers, but we'll drop a few, you know? And so, anyways, Naruto ends up, um, he ends up running away from the villagers once again at 4 years old, because everything remains the same up until then. When Naruto is trapped in a corner once again, and he's scared. He can't do anything. He wants to get out of there. He tries to jump the wall, and he can't. And as the villagers are finally about to grab Naruto, he jumps one last time, and he starts to fly. And he's like, "Can I fly? Is that what I'm doing right now? What? What? Oh, what? What? Ah, ah, ah!" He starts screaming. He's yelling because he's scared. He's up in the sky. He's just like, "Help!" And when he finally yells stop around like the balcony of his house, he just falls. He just falls. I don't know why I'm reenacting like this entire thing in real life. I'm doing all these weird hand movements, but it's fine. Anyways, he falls and he gets a little scrape on the knee, and then right after that he's like, "Whoa, bro, that was scary but so cool. What happened?" I'm sorry. Doing that made me think of what happened earlier. Oh, that was good. That was beautiful. Anyways, so after that, he runs to Hokage's office in his little tiny legs. He runs up. He enters the Hokage office. He's like, old man Hokage, third Hokage. Uh, um, uh, I just, I was in the air, and I was moving through the air. I don't know what happened. I was trying to escape the villagers, and I tried to jump the wall, and suddenly I jumped up and I just started moving around in the sky. And Hiruzen's like, huh? Calm down, Naruto. What? Naruto's like, so, what happened was I was running away from the villagers. Hiruzen's like, okay, so good so far. And I got trapped in an alley, and Hiruzen's like, okay. And Naruto's like, and I was trying to escape by jumping the wall, and Hiruzen's like, okay. And Naruto's like, and then at one point when they were about to grab me, I jumped and I started floating in the sky and moving around. And Hiruzen's like, huh? Are you trying to tell me you started flying, Naruto? And Naruto's like, yeah, I was doing what like the birds do. And Hiruzen's like, huh. This is very interesting, Naruto. So, Naruto, do you think you could replicate this for me? And just so you know, as Mewtwo does, Mewtwo flies by his telekinesis. So, yeah. And Naruto's like, I can try. Let me try. And Naruto stands there, he thinks real hard. And when he's right about to give up, he comes off the ground just like an inch, and Hiruzen's like, okay. He couldn't have jumped there. His knees didn't bend. Nothing happened. He just came off the ground. He might. I don't think he can fly. Hey Naruto, can you focus on this mug right here and try to lift that up? And Naruto's just like, okay. And Naruto accidentally just flings it across the room. And Hiruzen's like, just as I thought, he can't fly like that. He's got telekinesis. But that's not even supposed to be possible. What? How does he have telekinesis? There's genjutsus, there's all kinds of things, but I've never heard of telekinesis. People having telekinesis. That's just a thing in books for kids. It's a superpower. And Hiruzen's like, this doesn't make sense. So, anyways, Naruto decides to ask the old man if he will train him personally. Naruto's like, I don't know what this power is, and you seem pretty confused about it too. Will you train me? Or have someone very trusted do it? And so Hiruzen's like, okay, Naruto. You don't need to worry. Tomorrow I will have Kakashi begin training you, and then the day after I will be there. Me and Kakashi will begin to take turns. Every once in a while it might switch up with some random Anbu, but we'll do what we can do for you since we're all pretty busy. And Naruto's like, oh, okay. So Naruto goes home. He's like, I got telekinesis. I got telekinesis. How do you say that word again? Telekinesis. Since he's 4, obviously he doesn't really know how to say it. It's just like, um. Anyways, let's just go home, rest, and get ready for training the next day. You know. And he said exactly that. Anyways, so Naruto decides to pull up on the training grounds the next day where he sees Kakashi. Hey, just give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Somebody was worried about their friend, and I just had to drop a little message. Anyways, so yeah, he met up with Kakashi next day at the training grounds, and he's just like, "Are you Kakashi?" And Kakashi's like, "Yeah, that's me. The old, not no, the third Hokage asked me to train you, so that's what we will be doing. Obviously, I know you are a child, and so I will train you at a sensible pace. So do not worry. So what we will begin with is we'll start with rocks slowly getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Then we will slowly move on to things that move slowly but are decent size, and we'll keep going like that. Don't rush yourself. You've got time." And so Naruto's like, okay, will do. And so Naruto continues on. And he begins to lift a pebble, and then he loses control and goes flying. And so he starts to get really upset when he just looks at a squirrel, and he ends up trying. He ends up like chasing after it because he's a kid. Obviously, he can get distracted very easily, and when he accidentally falls, hurts himself, and he touches the squirrel at the same time, the squirrel turns to stone. Because Mewtwo turned ash to stone in the movie, so that's what we're going by. So Naruto decides that he's going to tell Kakashi about this. He's like, I accidentally touched the squirrel, and for some reason it turned to stone. He picked up the squirrel and he passed it to Kakashi, and Kakashi's like, yeah, no, that's a very dangerous situation. I'm gonna nerf it and say it has to be physical contact. And so Kakashi's like, so what I want you to try is, he passes him his gloves and he says, put those on and go touch. And then he grabs the squirrel and he says, touch this squirrel. And he lays it down, and then Naruto touches the squirrel and nothing happens. And Naruto just starts to pay. He's like, yay, the squirrel's okay. And so Naruto's actually happy, and then Kakashi's just like, okay, so we can numb that power by gloves since he can't control it, because I believe that just suddenly awakened into him. What are with these strange powers? Lord Third told me about telekinesis. He suddenly got like Medusa head powers. What exactly is happening? Whenever I think of Medusa now, all I think is of what's his name? 6 seconds. And it was just like I'm shooting a Oompa Loompa. Wait. Your body stiff like I'm introducing Medusa to you. It's deuces to you. Don't care if you're 6'9", you'll get 6'9s on your face like 6'9". Anyways, we get back to the video, not some dude's line in a song. So Kakashi's like, I gotta report this to the third Hokage. And so Kakashi's like, stay right here. I will be right back. And then Kakashi goes to Hokage's office. He's like, Lord Third, Naruto developed a new strange ability. And then Hiruzen's like, what? What is it? And Kakashi's like, he can turn things to stone. However, he can't control that power. And he accidentally turned a squirrel to stone earlier. So what I'm going to have him do is wear gloves. It seemed to protect the next squirrel. So we're going to stick with those for now. And Hiruzen's like, good thinking, Kakashi. You did good. And Kakashi's like, thank you, Lord Third. I will go back to training him tomorrow. Don't forget it's your turn, so you'll have to figure out what you want to do. And so, Kashi goes back to Naruto, and he looks at Naruto. He's like, all right, I had a conversation with Lord Third about that. He will talk to you about it tomorrow, but you have to keep those gloves on. And Naruto's like, okay. And so Naruto decides he wants to go home for the day. He's like, I did a lot of training and we just discovered a new power. Can I go home? And Kakashi's like, okay, tomorrow is going to be an extra long training session. I'm going to tell Third to do that. And Naruto's like, okay, I'm just tired. And Naruto gets home. He gets on his bed and he just dies. He falls asleep. And he doesn't wake up till like halfway through the next day. He's like, whoa. And Naruto had grown like a solid 3 inches overnight at 4 years old, which is not normal, I don't think. Actually, maybe it was, but he grew a nice bit at 4 years old overnight, and he's like, so tired. And Naruto ends up getting up. He's like, oh, I'm about to be late. And Naruto hops out of his window and he starts running towards the training ground. And he's like 5 minutes late. And Hiruzen's like, where were you? He's like, I'm sorry. I went home last night after the training session. I fell asleep and I only just woke up. And Hiruzen's like, whoa, that's a very long sleep, Naruto. Are you okay? And so Naruto is just like, yeah, I'm fine. I was just tired. And Hiruzen's like, I mean, you did just discover 2 powers. You were also training. We'll go a bit easier today, but it will be extra long. And Naruto's like, okay. And so Naruto and Hiruzen end up training Naruto's psychic abilities the same way Kakashi planned on doing it. And eventually Naruto finally got a pebble to just come to him. And he brought it to him and it just landed on his hands perfectly. And then he went up to a regular rock. And he did it again. And then he tries to go for a bigger rock, and then he just can't do it. It's too much for him. He is just learning. And yeah, so Hiruzen's like, Naruto, what would make this process go faster? Ah, I know what to do. Naruto, I will teach you a new jutsu. It is called the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Okay, Naruto? And you will use this jutsu in your training from now on. The reason I want you to use this jutsu is because the memories of what the Shadow Clone learns and everything in its body that it learns automatically goes back to you. So you will automatically learn everything that it learned. And Naruto's like, oh, so cool. And Hiruzen's like, yeah. And so Hiruzen ends up spending the next couple weeks teaching Naruto how to use the Shadow Clone Jutsu. And Hiruzen's just like, there you go, you finally made a clone. So tomorrow's training will be with Kakashi once more. I decided to take this entire week. He'll do the next week and then we'll go back to the regular schedule. But tomorrow's training will be with Kakashi. However, you will use a Shadow Clone and you guys will work on 2 different aspects of your telekinesis. We'll just use mind powers for now since you're so young. And Naruto's like, oh, okay, sounds good. So, anyways, they go their separate ways. Naruto goes home. It's like 7 p.m. He decides to get a bowl of ramen, drink something, Then he goes in his bed and lies down and thinks. He's like, wow, I have such cool powers. Imagine if I can learn how to use these properly. And Naruto is just like, that would be so cool. So Naruto ends up eventually just passing out. When he gets up the next day to go to Kakashi, Kakashi is there and he's like, okay, Naruto, I heard everything from the third Hokage. Use your Shadow Clone now. And Naruto's like, Shadow Clone Jutsu. Does the hand sign. And yeah, so Naruto starts training his telekinesis with both of them in different aspects. Eventually, Naruto lets go of his Shadow Clone. And it poofs away and it comes into his mind. And then he can pick up the bigger rock. And then Kakashi's like, okay, that's a good sized rock. So now, and then Kakashi bites his finger. And then does the hand signs and does summoning jutsu. And he summons one of his bigger dogs with its puppy. And Kakashi's like, your puppy will be fine. And even if Naruto accidentally throws it, I will catch it. Please do not worry. And the big dog's like, roar, roar. And so Naruto ends up trying to pick up the dog that's like playing around, running around. And Naruto keeps like accidentally picking up pebbles and throwing them at himself and stuff. Until Naruto finally, perfect timing, catches the dog. And it's just like, oh, nice little puppy. And then Naruto just sits down and starts petting the dog. And Kakashi's like, this is not the time for this, Naruto. Put the dog down. And then Kakashi's like, okay, let me summon a different one. Summoning jutsu. And he gets, you know that talking dog that he has that goes into the forest with Shikamaru, I think? Well, yeah, with Shikamaru. And then ends up going in the forest with Kakashi, Granny Chio and stuff, that dog. Yeah, he has that summon, and he's just like, I'm gonna need you to run around until Naruto catches you. And he's like, what? And he's like, don't worry, Naruto won't be running around behind you. Naruto has to do it with his mind. Naruto has a power called telekinesis. And the dog's like, you'll owe me for this one, Kakashi. And Kakashi's like, you'll get extra treats. And he's like, bet. And so he runs around and Naruto keeps trying to grab him, but he can't until it gets just so late. So Naruto's just like, I'm going home. I'm so tired. I need to go to bed. Naruto goes to sleep. And in his sleep, he has this very vivid dream. It's like it's another world. And so Naruto is just like, whoa, what am I seeing? And then he's seeing all these cool little creatures and stuff. He's like, wow. Because what I'm making happen is since him and Mewtwo are like just different dimensional versions of each other is what I'm making them. Naruto will be seeing certain things from Mewtwo's point of view. And he'll see some of Mewtwo's memories and he'll just see, whoa, am I being created in this dream? Oh, wow. That's so sad. Am I that mad? And then he realizes it's just probably a dream, or nah, it's just a dream. Because I'll make it a realization later. He dreams that he's like, oh, that's so sad. And then he ends up just getting up, and he's just like, well, I guess it's time to get up for the next day, anyways. So I'm going to get ready for training. He goes, he gets his bowl of ramen. He ends up going to the training field, and Hiruzen. No, it's Kakashi. Kakashi's doing that entire week. And then Kakashi's there again. He summons his dog. Summoning. And then Naruto just suddenly remembers something that happened in a dream. He's like, what if I do that exact same thing? And then he just like does it, and then he instantly grabs the dog, and it's just levitating. And it's just like coming towards Naruto, and Naruto's like, I did it. Anyways, so for the next for the next 4 years, Naruto trains this power. And we are at 20 minutes, so just to troll you guys, this is where I'm cutting things off. The next part is where things will start to get interesting. So yeah, this isn't idea that I didn't come up with. My boy Zether's thumbnail maker, he was helping me out with my banner and stuff. He just dropped me random thumbnails that he had made that nobody's gonna use. So, and I liked this idea, so I took it, and that's what I'm doing right now. I gotta say thank you to Emeta Zether's thumbnail. You are a hell of a G, my dude. You are great. I appreciate this thumbnail so much, and I love the idea. And Zether and his thumbnail maker will both be in my description. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.